Did you know that 1 out of 3 retirees has no savings at all? That's right, zero, zilch, nada. It's a chilling reality that leaves many grappling with the prospect of a retirement that's far from the golden years they'd imagined. But the landscape of retirement is changing, and with it, the challenges that retirees face. Financial burdens can be a heavy weight to bear, particularly when paired with the emotional strain of leaving a lifelong career behind. And let's not forget the societal pressures that come with the territory. There's a certain expectation to retire gracefully, to settle into a life of leisure. But for many, this just isn't the reality. We're seeing a shift in retirement norms. More and more retirees are finding themselves in a financial predicament, struggling to balance the scales between a dwindling income and rising living costs. Now that we've got your attention, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening content. Retirement isn't all sunshine and roses. In fact, it's more like cloudy skies and thorns for many. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to rain on your retirement parade, but it's essential to understand that the golden years are often not as golden as they're painted to be. There's a common misconception that retirement is all about lounging on the beach with a good book, or golfing from dawn till dusk. Sure, some retirees do live that dream, but it's not the norm. The reality is, many retirees face financial struggles that can cast long shadows over their sunset years. They grapple with rising healthcare costs, dwindling savings, and the fear of outliving their money. The golden years can quickly lose their shine when viewed through the lens of financial uncertainty. Apart from financial struggles, feelings of isolation and loneliness are often uninvited guests that come knocking during retirement. Picture this: you've spent decades building a career, forging relationships at work, and suddenly, all of this comes to a halt. You no longer have the daily camaraderie of colleagues, the sense of purpose that work provides, or the structure to your day. Retirement can feel like an abrupt end to a long-running series, leaving you wondering, what's next? And let's not forget the societal challenges. Ageism is a real issue that retirees face. Society in general tends to undervalue the elderly, often viewing them as less productive or even irrelevant. This can lead to feelings of insignificance and can tarnish the golden sheen of retirement. But fear not, my friends. Understanding these realities is not meant to discourage you, but to prepare you. The more aware you are of these potential challenges, the better equipped you'll be to navigate them. Knowledge, as they say, is power. So, the next time someone talks about their dream retirement, remember, it's not always a walk in the park. Think you'll retire at 65? Think again. Now there's a statement that might have you spilling your morning coffee, but don't blame us for the caffeine stains. We're just the messengers of a larger global trend. Across the globe, the age at which folks hang up their work boots for the last time is on the rise. So, what's pushing the retirement goalposts further down the field? Well, let's break it down. First off, we're all living longer. Thanks to advances in healthcare, many of us can look forward to more golden years than our grandparents could. But while that's great news for our bucket lists, it also means our retirement savings need to last longer. Then there's the issue of pension funds. Picture them like a piggy bank that's supposed to get fatter with time. But instead, they're on a diet, getting leaner. And that's not the kind of weight loss anyone is cheering for. Around the world, pension funds are struggling to keep up with the demands of an aging population. Longer lifespans combined with lower birth rates mean fewer workers are contributing to pension pots, while more retirees are dipping in. So what's the result? Well, unless you've got a secret money tree growing in your backyard, many of us will need to work longer to make ends meet. This isn't just a possibility, it's quickly becoming the norm. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Working longer can also mean staying active and engaged, learning new skills, and even embarking on second careers. So, while the retirement landscape is certainly changing, it's not necessarily a bad thing. The truth is, the retirement finish line is moving further away for many of us. And while that might seem daunting, remember that retirement isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And like any long-distance race, it's all about pacing yourself, planning ahead, and maybe enjoying the scenery along the way. Retirement doesn't mean the end of productivity. In fact, it's often the start of a second act. Now let's talk about second acts. That's the term we use to describe the new careers, businesses, or even hobbies that many folks are discovering after they retire. It's not about filling time, but about finding fulfillment, about staying active and engaged in a way that's personally meaningful. Imagine spending a lifetime in one career, and then, just when you thought it was time to rest, you find yourself embarking on a whole new journey. It's not about necessity, but about passion. It's a chance to explore a neglected interest or to capitalize on decades of experience in a new way. For instance, let's consider a retired teacher who's always had a knack for baking. She might decide to open a small bakery, turning her passion into a new profession, or take an engineer who's always loved woodwork. He might dedicate his golden years to crafting beautiful furniture, maybe even selling his pieces online. And then, there are those who see a need in their community and step up to fill it. Maybe it's starting a nonprofit to support a cause close to their heart, or volunteering their time to mentor young folks in their former field. Of course, a second act doesn't have to be about work at all. Some retirees decide to become full-time learners, enrolling in courses to study subjects they've always been interested in. Others might take up painting, photography, gardening, or any number of hobbies that bring joy and satisfaction. The key to a successful second act is to find something that sparks your interest and gives you a sense of purpose. It's about embracing the chance to do something you love, something that brings you joy, and something that perhaps you've always wanted to do but never had the time. So, who says retirement means slowing down? For many, it's just the beginning of a new adventure. Given these realities, how can we prepare for a retirement that's not quite what we expected? That's the question buzzing in our minds. So, let's dive into some practical strategies to weather the changing tide of retirement. First off, let's talk about the early bird catching the worm. In this case, the worm is a comfortable retirement. The sooner we start saving, the better. It's never too early to start stashing away that nest egg. Even a little bit consistently over a long period can add up to a big difference. It's not about sprinting to the finish line, but more about a steady, long-distance run. Next, let's consider exploring alternative income sources. In a world where job markets are evolving and technology is advancing at lightning speed, there are more opportunities than ever before to generate income. From freelance gigs, consulting, to starting a small business based on your passion, the possibilities are endless. This not only provides an extra financial cushion but also keeps you engaged and in touch with the world, creating a sense of purpose and fulfillment. But let's not forget, retirement isn't just about the money, it's also about staying socially active. Keeping up with friends and family, joining clubs or community groups, volunteering, or even just being a regular at your local coffee shop can contribute to a sense of belonging and purpose. It's these connections that often bring the most joy and satisfaction in our golden years. And remember, retirement is a journey, not a destination. It's about exploring new paths, embracing changes, and making the most out of every moment. It's not just about filling our wallets, but filling our lives with experiences and memories. So let's redefine retirement. Let's not see it as the end of our productive years, but as a new phase of life ripe with opportunities for growth, learning, and enjoyment. It's about reshaping our expectations and embracing the idea that our golden years can indeed be golden, but perhaps not in the way we originally thought. Remember, a fulfilling retirement isn't about how much you have in your bank account, it's about how you choose to spend your time. Retirement isn't what it used to be, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We've taken a deep dive into the shifting tides of retirement, from the unsettling realities to the myth of the golden years. The rising retirement age has become a hot topic, but it's not all gloom and doom. Many are embracing the concept of second acts, finding new passions and pursuits in their later years. We've also talked about preparing for a different kind of retirement. It's an era where the old rules may not apply, but that just means we need to write new ones. Being aware of these changes and preparing for them is the key to navigating this new retirement landscape. So, embrace the change, take control, and redefine your golden years. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, keep redefining retirement.